2, 1, play. Okay, so it was a little bit of a bumpy start, but we got there. And we can see it is Rats versus Dark Elves, which is a bit, well, probably less murder than previous playoff games, I think.
Well, it could be a lot more murder than the other quarterfinals. The other semifinals, I should say.
Yeah, but it won't be much less murder than the rest of the playoffs, given you've basically been cutting your way to the top on a pile of bodies.
Yes. I mean, there's a way to do it, and that's one way.
I'm kind of looking for piles of bodies here, actually.
Yeah, because whoever wins, if they get murdered on the way, you actually win more.
yeah, that would be good.
Right.
But no, I'm looking at the teams, and I think the big thing for Sandoon is he has lost his Mighty Blow Blitzer, because in his last game he went minus Agi. He was at Agi 5, so he still got Agi 4, so you might well keep him just for the Mighty Blow, to try and counterattack some of the Sage's killers.
But he'd need him more against the Skaven than against the Chaos, though. Ooh, a Blizzard. That could be big for the natural one turning. But the ball goes out of bounds.
It's a touchback.
Yes.
Well, that certainly helps Sandoon a little bit. Not having to pick up the ball is one less dice roll there. But what I think the story's going to be is how good...
Dirty player is out.
Oh! Don't retire him, please. Oh, good. Because that Meepo number 6, it's a fun fact, is the only surviving player of... only surviving line rat in the entirety of Handboy's team from his initial start, which is why he doesn't have a second number after him.
Because, I mean, some of them are up to, like, number 6.
It's a line rat
always
life.
good stuff, that.
I mean, that is a great start, though, getting rid of the dirty player.
Yeah, that's good.
Did we see any inducements?
I think Handboy's got a wizard, because it's got that stupid... what do you call it? I can't actually see the wizard in there.
Yeah, but it's got the gap where the wizard should be.
Yeah, although... Yeah, it's a wizard.
He's a wizard, Harry. He's a wizard.
Yes.
Yeah, that if anything is gonna be the equalizer here. Is all of these horrible gut runners plus a wizard.
Yeah, these gut runners need to die.
Skaven are definite favorites for this matchup.
It is worthy of note, though, the in-season, I think, I'm pretty sure Sandoon took the only loss against Handboy all season. Handboy's only one game that he lost all season was against the Shadowhill Cowboys, I believe. And in last season's playoffs, Shadowhill beat Handboy in the G-Man finals to go ahead to be the Super Bowl representative for the G-Man. Because last season there was only 2 arms, so we let the Rel play it out, and we let the G-Man play it out. And then whoever came top in both then met in the Super Bowl final, rather than it being randomly seeded this season because of the Big O coming in.
Yep, that makes sense.
Oh, that's a nice...
Oh.
This is a pretty good turn to begin with. And 2 dudes off the pitch.
That was a huge turn. And that was good old the Meepo that was wildly ridiculed last game. Meepo number 5 with all those extra skills.
Just got boxcard off the pitch.
Yeah. So in this matchup, normally I'm not a big fan of dump off, but if you're faced with a sacker like Anti-Mage is, with Wrestle and Strip Ball and Tackle and Dauntless and Leap, then dump off suddenly becomes kind of an okay option again.
Anti-Mage is quite frankly the scariest. I think the scariest ball sacker I've ever seen in Blood Bowl. He's so frighteningly effective. It's like when you play Handboy, you're kind of always watching Anti-Mage.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's kind of hiding behind the lines, and then he just comes screaming out of nowhere and goes, "Nope, that's my ball now."
Yeah. So Rinner, the runner, might actually skill on a dump off this game.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Because he's on 50 star player points.
It's actually quite an interesting thing that I think that's one of the only times you can, there's only a couple of times you can get an SPP in the opponent's turn, and that's one of them is completing a pass in the opponent's turn by using dump off.
Yep. The others would be being forced to score and the double skulls, of course. But making a completion in the opponent's turn is pretty rare. Yes, absolutely.
Interceptions also, but that's also incredibly rare. Usually.
Well, it happens 1 in 6 times. because that was a 6+.
Yeah, but how often do they let you get an intercept?
It's happened too many times to me.
I've seen it happen to my Slan quite a bit. They did pretty well.
Well, in the ReBBL recruitment video, actually, there's a brilliant skink interception against High Elves.
Excellent!
Against High Elves, aw, that's sad.
Why is that not saving? Oh. Sorry about the alerts, guys. I have disabled them, but apparently they aren't being disabled, so that's
very persistent.
They're incredibly persistent. They won't stop. I think I have fixed it now. But thank you, Infinite Pink, regardless. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm really looking forward to seeing... oh, God. Here comes the killers.
Uh-oh. Here comes Tinker.
Nope, just pushes.
Well, I can't... Oh, God, but that's pushing...
It's getting pushed onto like...
Oh,
come on.
Yeah, that was a great push play to get him onto the second killer. It's like, oh, well, I get another shot. But then it was just like, yeah, and that did nothing either.
Oh, great. Pass the parcel. I mean, he's just not done anything with his 2 killers in that one turn. And pretty bad to begin with after losing to Rat straight away.
Yeah, I bet Sandoon's not sad by this turn of events.
Yeah, if they keep this up, they've got a really good shot, the Dark Elves. I'm kind of rooting for the Elves here, because I think I have a better chance against them. But I'm completely unbiased as a caster, of course.
Really? I would have thought you'd have preferred the Rats. Just so many more squishy flashbangs to beat up.
Do you want to go up against Anti-Mage?
Thing is, he's got an amazing sacker and also amazing retriever, because agility 5 leap sure hands means he can get the ball anywhere. And he's got claw, which means I'm nowhere near as hard to hurt. So yeah,
I think... natural one-turner.
And a natural one-turner, which could be the biggest equalizer. Because I can handle most of what the Elves would bring, but I don't think I can handle these Skaven if they remain intact.
Fair, that's a fair point. But the Skaven are more likely to break. Okay, there we go. Handboy lost to Venachar last season, and then Venachar lost to Sandoon. I've been fact-checked by the Lord Arcare. Thanks for the tip. I genuinely thought it was Sandoon that took out Handboy.
Yes, thank the Lord.
I feel like you've been waiting a long time for that.
Oh well, it happens quite a bit because he's always spot checking my comments in my own chat as well.
Does that count as a pun?
Is that his one? I don't know.
I'm gonna let that one slide. It wasn't good enough for me.
I have to say, I'm very concerned about Meepo #1's continued existence, because I personally would be aiming for the one guard player on a Handboy's team.
It could be Meepo #1 version 7 coming very soon.
Well, removing a tackler is also pretty good for the Elves.
That's true. I mean, if you can kill the killers are probably high priority because of just how good they are. Although last turn maybe didn't show it very well.
The Elves have 1 player without dodge, and the bench.
Yeah, the Elves are an incredibly upsetting team. They just
2 actually. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
So then it makes sense that they would target the tacklers, because if you get a couple of tackle out, that can really, really improve your game as Elves.
That's true. I mean, there is actually the good thing is that Lycan 2 doesn't yet have tackle because you went for piling on first, whereas Tinker is the bigger threat there.
Yeah, and in these kinds of agile matchup, guard tends to make less of a difference than if it's all blocky, bashy, connected play.
I think I just get jealous because I don't think I've got a guard left on my ex G-Man Rat team, and it's upsetting me seeing him because he kept getting murdered.
I wonder why.
Oh God, RK, really?
What's he done? It wasn't high enough quality. You know what? It wasn't.
It's every single time I get T on cast, they just roll out. I had to ban Nosedive last time for 10 minutes to calm him down.
I don't even have to try and make them anymore. People do it for me.
I don't think I've actually ever banned a person from chat.
Oh, it was only a 10-minute timeout, but it was just to stop him making puns.
Although if I had to ban someone, Nosedive would be a good candidate.
He tends to be the best choice, I think.
He's an excellent punching bag for the banhammer.
I like this this actual strategy from Sandoon here, where he's holding the ball as far back as he can, just at the very, very tempting reaches of Anti-Mage's threat zone. And
yeah, I know.
he's just kind of, he's basically saying, Handboy, your player.
Well, the fact that it's snowing makes this a decent play. If it weren't snowing, this would be risking too much, I would say.
I think if it wasn't snowing, he'd maybe just step a step. Oh, God.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, that's big.
And the stun is huge.
I think I know what's going to happen here.
And not only that, the ball actually scattered closer, meaning less...
Yeah, so either Clinkz or maybe even the one-turner only needs a single GFI. Oh, why doesn't he blitz before doing this, though? He could get that guy out the way.
He could have just took him out the way, but I think maybe he does not even worried about him, because I think he could be more worried about one of the tacklers.
Can
he get a tackler?
Can he get those?
No. Not unless he brings him down with a gut runner or something.
I think what I would have done, personally, is blitz the blodger out of the way, so that everyone can run through, then send all my gutters through, and only the last gutter picks up the ball and actually chucks it another 3 or 6 squares forward. Because then you've got 4 gutters there, and the ball is way far away.
Yeah, the ball's actually out of range of that. That was an incredibly aggressive use of the wizard, and I think, yeah.
I can't fault him. I mean, the ball is very isolated there.
I mean, when you've got a team that is able to just collect the ball as easily as this, and the fact that it's blizzard conditions, and that and the Dark Elves are so far up.
When I know I'm facing a wizard and I have a solitary thrower, I tend to give him one guy as backup just to avoid this kind of situation.
Yeah, because if he's basically, Sandune's left almost completely out in the open here. I agree with Short Sage was saying as well that this kill draw, he did make 2, it was 2+ dodges anyway because the agility 5, so with dodge, not exactly risky, but that's dice.
Three extra dodges though.
Yeah, it was 3 extra dodges he didn't have to make. I agree.
He could have, if he used the dodge reroll on the first one, he could have used leap instead to skip one. But he made all 3.
And suddenly, the game swings completely back in the other direction. Let's see what the rest of the gut runners do.
Yep. They're running.
Yeah, they set up the screen. I have to admit, I'm kind of surprised not seeing a blitz yet.
Maybe he's just trying to pick a more high-value target than necessarily a plain blodge guy. He might want to go for the strength 4 witch or something like that. It could be as much as that he doesn't want to technically waste a blitz on quite an unthreatening lineman. Whereas if he takes out something much more valuable to Sandune in the early game, he gets a lot more for it.
Well, that's also something you can do before all these dodges, right?
That's true. I actually feel like they're holding the ball back. It's actually a trademark Venejar player, if you've ever watched High Sales. He's a Wood Elf coach who just loves long passes, and he's got the best thrower in G-Man Div 1. He literally, this one guy, Long Bong Silver, wins the passing yards award.
Silver.
Yeah, he wins the passing yard award every season.
This guy sounds like my kind of coach, just passing, please.
I don't think I'm going to be contending for that one.
Yeah, that's definitely not something you're going to pick up. As I said, no one picks it up. When we were doing the stats, in the entire rel, it was a dwarf team who had the most passing yards. Believe it or not.
Well, wow.
Why you didn't go for us in snow?
That's risky. Well, he wants to finish his screen. Now, importantly, the elves still have an agility 5 tackler who can get to Clinkz as easily as Clinkz got to the ball. Cased in here.
And we're not blitzing with the killers.
Yeah. Especially...
Did he just forget the blitz?
I don't even...
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Did it break? Oh, it's not dead! Oops.
The actual disappointment. The disappointment in Sage's voice there. That's not a kill!
I suspect that he just forgot to blitz, because he might have been considering blitzing the carrier, and then when he wizarded it, he's like, okay, that part is done now. Maybe that's what happened.
But you are very correct that Gaston can slip the gap down next to Weaver 3. I mean, he's not going to go past Furion because Furion's got tackle, but he can slip the gap and just go straight on a 2-dice.
It's not even further that way. So yeah, that's 2+2+2+ for a 2-die on the ball. However, he's also going to have to be the one to pick it up, and then. Well, he could foul the Sacker, actually, because the Sacker is the big threat once he picks it up with the Agility 5. So I could see him.
Speaking of fouling, I have to call back again to your game against Kool-Aid. There was a brilliant moment where Gengar turned around and went, what he's going to do is he's going to double go for it to foul a guy on the other side of the pitch, and I was like, Gengar, it's Sage, not you. And then
then I did.
Instantly, you double go for it, foul the guy, and I was like, wow.
Well, it was his only remaining claw guy, and I still have my dirty player then, and I think I even still had a bribe. So yeah, and it made sense to me.
I did like it. It just made me laugh so much because
Can't say no to a stamp.
It was like, Gengar, stop it. And it was like, no, he's going to do it. And I was like, no, Gengar, he's not you.
Yeah.
And then you did. And I was like, well, there's my words getting eaten.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yep, I was just doing a bit of marking. I do think we're expecting to see the Gaston play here, but I'm wondering what the rest of the team's going to do. Is it going to be a big gang around Anti-Mage and dance on his head, or...?
Well, I mean, he can't do that much more, I think. Don't forget that even if Anti-Mage gets fouled to pieces, then the natural one-turner, Furion, is also a competent sacker, right? With wrestle and tackle, he just needs assists.
That's true.
So even if he manages to sack and manages to kill the rat sacker, I still don't think he's going to have an easy time hanging onto the ball there.
I like this play from the Witch here. Not only is she's strength 4 and wrestle, so she's probably the best person on Sandoon's team for handling Lycan 2.
Yeah, in normal situations you wouldn't want to do this because of the risk of a POW, but in case of this turn, it really doesn't matter much because he's not going to prioritize hitting that witch because he's got so much other stuff to do.
Especially as she's strength 4. It's not
There goes Clinkz.
Yeah, tackle doing a thing.
Clinkz goes down. The ball goes... Oh! Wow. That was a nice bounce. This would have been quite awful if it bounced to where it was initially headed.
The Blizzard's coming. Everyone's coming unstuck with the Blizzard at this point.
This weather is...
One name.
Oh, that is harsh.
The worst part is 0 injury on Clinkz. So...
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually might even expect Weaver to take this one and just get the free 3 SPP.
Oh, I don't know. There's
he's got to go for it. Yeah, he's got to go for it. Maybe now.
There's a going for it involved. I'm not interested.
That's true. And he did get a double 2 on the going for it there, so that was basically Blizzard doing an entire thing.
Furion could just get it himself.
Has he got the range? Yeah,
he's got the range, yes.
Sorry, for some reason I thought Furion was the downed guy, and I was like, no, he's not.
No, maybe the team
if he's greedy enough, he could try and stall and give the ball to Tinker. But greedy in the semifinals, I mean, he would skill on it.
I think Tinker's best use here would be to dodge Weaver out, get a 2 dice on the Wrestle Witch, and get 2 SPP from a kill.
Yeah.
Alright.
But that's just me. And surely you want a strength 4 witch dead, Sage.
Only if she wins. Actually, if the rat had failed something here, we would see the claw pump get surfed.
This is very true.
But of course, he was kind of relying on having the ball.
But he's picked it up with Clinkz, so unless he's going to pass to a guy in a tackle zone...
yeah, he's keeping it safe.
Yeah, he's just going to run away.
he's going to have to put some serious pressure on Gaston then, because Gaston can just get back up and do exactly what he just did again. And yes, it's a going for it, but it's still worth it.
Well, he can screen Clinkz off a lot better than he could last turn.
Oh, he's going for an easy one.
That's
more
surprising.
pushes.
I would have expected him to blitz the tackler because he's more of a threat, and he's marking a gutter who doesn't get dodged to dodge out, whereas Weaver 3 could just dodge out. And a better target too.
Yeah, that's a much higher priority target, I think. But then again, it didn't matter because it got his 2 pushes regardless. So.
Well, even on the push, I would rather see, if I were him, I would rather see Lawn a square further away with wrestle and tackle.
Oh, I don't disagree at all. I'm just hypothesizing that potentially that was his thinking was... I don't know what his thinking was there, to be honest, but it was... Less movement, maybe, so he could get up and mark Gaston?
Yeah, that might be it. Because he gets the diagonal off of that. Yeah, maybe.
And it's also got a tackler on him anyway, so that's going to be helpful.
Yep, that is very true.
Oh yeah, that's true. If he blitzed the wrestler, as the Lord is saying, then he would not be able to move on because he would be in the tackle zone of Einir.
That's very true, yeah.
And so he wouldn't be able to move to mark Gaston, which is, of course, also quite a priority.
Yeah, he just needs to kind of cover this as best he can now and screen it off and probably hope the Blizzard continues at this point for a while. Because, when you've got 9 to 10 movement, it's much nicer not having to go for it again than a team with 6 to 7 movement.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, the Blizzard's only going to be next drive anyway, if it ends.
This is when it turns from a blizzard into sweltering heat.
So it can be very fun and interactive. Was it?
Oh, you better believe it.
That was actually you, Serge, again talking about blizzards being sweltering heat being fun and interactive against Luminous. As you lost half a Chaos team to the Heat.
Oh yeah, that almost made things interesting.
Yeah, I think if he'd had a single gut runner on the pitch, that would have changed. That could have potentially changed the game, but they were both killed.
Mostly if he hadn't rolled those snakes on the scoring moment. He had this one shot at a touchdown, and he snaked it. Because if he went into that half, even without gutters, if he went into that half 0-0, 1-0 up instead of 1-0 down, he could have played it much more easily, or I would have had to push much more. But now I could just sit on the ball because there was no risk. But that's not the match that we're here for.
Yeah, it's a good play there. I like the 2 dice uphill on the Witch just to try and clear himself out of being surfed on Lycan rather than taking a 2 agi dodge.
Well, I don't think he was going to get surfed because the Dark Elves need to hit the ball and not do the blitz to surf the claw bomb.
It's tempting though, isn't it? Just shove him against the side of the pitch. I mean, and
I like how all the squares that Gaston can get through have tackle on them. Yeah,
that's incredibly good positioning. It's actually good to note that Hamboy does have 2 tackle gut runners, which is pretty amazing against an Agi 5 Dark Elf.
Yeah, I bet he regrets the tackle on Furion now that he has plus movement. Because he was obviously building him for a second sacker, then rolled the movement, and then decided to make him a natural 1-turner instead.
Well, when Nuffle says take a 1-turner, you don't say no.
Yeah. And having him as a backup sacker is still not awful. Although I would still be tempted just not to field him on defense.
I think he was hoping with his wizard for something exactly like this, to be honest. Which is why he brought Furion out of the box.
Yeah. Then again, if you get your natural 1-turner hurt before your 1-turn moment, that can really, really ruin things.
That's very true. As I say, I think it's an interesting balance, but I think he was just hoping, as we saw, a very aggressive turn 2 wizard, just to throw, just to instantly break Sandoon's drive. And
I'm surprised by moving this runner though, Because the runner was the one guy who could go and do something with the ball after this blitz.
Oh, he did it all.
Oh, and then fails the GFI.
Again,
Stop
the
doing
snow.
GFIs.
On a 2+. He has to, T. It's the ball.
Yeah.
It's ball critical.
Oh,
and another two!
Yeah, that's 4 times in a row he's rolled a 2 on the GFI.
Oh,
He must really, really hate snow right now.
Oh.
No.
I know he has
Poor
to do
Sandu.
GFIs. Come on.
I don't know. I don't have anything to say there. It's just been horrible. 4-2 or less. Yeah, that's not good. But are we going to see Handboy score here, or are we going to see him try and find a way to stall for a turn? Well, we're going to see him punch Ferros.
I think we're going to see him score.
Finally, a hit with the claw.
No, nothing.
Double one on the armor break.
Well,
better there than...
Better there than the block, yeah.
He actually does get a second claw here. This one doesn't have... I'm surprised he didn't pile on there, to be honest, but he wanted to come and get the assist, so... Oh, hello.
Nope.
Just done things.
Claw did the thing. It made a noise.
Claw did the thing, it made a noise. Yes, that's very...
That's how I know it made a noise. There's nothing that makes a noise.
Yeah, he's just going to run this in. He really cannot afford to try and dodge stuff, I think.
Because I don't know how he's going to be able to stop Gaston from doing his Agi5 nonsense again.
Oh, yes.
There he goes.
He was teasing.
Yes. Yeah, as a player, you can see the path that they're planning, but when spectating, you can't. So that's nice. That's good. I like that.
Does cheerleaders must be awfully chilly.
I ain't complaining.
Well, actually, yeah. Cyanide cheerleaders, I'm complaining.
Remember, Sage, when I said you were going to add something to the cast and it was probably going to be intelligence?
I'm just too stupid. You can't help it. You can't save me.
I just like bad jokes. That's why I hang out with T. I actually like this wrestle guy going on the line as well. It's
he's back. Meepo number 5.
Meepo number 5's back.
I don't like. No, that's awful. He could put him.
Oh.
But
what?
No, why is the wrestle guy on the line?
Because
now he can block the wrestler and blitz the guard.
I think the wrestle guy's on the line because maybe he's trying to trim some TV. I don't know.
I suspect he just came back and then the default setup put him in the...
Oh, he's dead, Jim!
Fatality.
Sorry. Well, it's what line rats are for.
Yeah. At least it's not the wrestle tackle.
Yet.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Still, it's almost like he expected, he's still marking the ball carrier, so he's got something for going for him.
He's done something.
Do you guys know the the treasury of these teams?
Pretty much, I think the Sandoon was not on enough for a wizard, whereas I know Handboy did have extra in the bank, so he may have had to cut some gold. He was on about 220k prior to the match. The line rats of the Master Race, they always get respect. Oh, poor line rats. Hey, the wrestler survived.
The line rats just do their job perfectly. I mean, what's not to like? They just die and let your positionals live.
They're expensive, and they're armor 7.
Line rats aren't expensive.
That's a reason. That's
a
solid reason.
Seriously, their job, zombies do line rat's job perfectly.
Yeah, but zombies can't run as far to foul.
Yeah, true.
And that's important. You've got a lot of foul coverage. If you'd have had line rats rather than beastmen, you may not have had to go for it to foul a guy.
Yeah. And beastmen are even more expensive. Beastmen make terrible foulers.
I can think of a lot more pun-based teams with zombies than I can with rats.
You're not trying hard enough. Rats just a gift. You've seen Luminous's team.
True, but I mean, nothing beats Terrapnasu.
That's the wrong direction, Sandoon.
You can't score in your own end zone.
watch them.
Yeah, he just wants to get the ball as far
felt
away.
Like a sage advice moment.
Yes, yes, it is.
The more you know.
It's on my bot actually.
Really?
You can type exclamation mark SA end zone or something, and then you actually get that text back.
Oh no.
So yeah, I think it makes sense to want to spread the game out, to want to get as far away from that amazing sacker as you can.
That's going to be the story of the game, isn't it? It's going to be a case of
turned off your bot.
I've turned everything off. We're going vanilla. No, the story of the game is going to be, can he take out anti-mage before anti-mage just gets the ball off him every time he tries to move it?
Well, I mean, the runner can do running plays, right? Dump off, accurate, and pass means he's got a 2+ with reroll to not get sacked, assuming the catch works. So he wants to keep the agility close-ish, if he can.
Oh.
No, it's not dead.
You've got a big problem. Oh, he's killed. That was Mighty Blow.
Oh, yeah. It is a thing.
So that's useful. One less elf on the pitch. It's, because the numbers game has been going incredibly Sandoon's way. I mean, thankfully Handboy has a bench, but he's getting through it pretty fast considering there's no Mighty Blow here.
No, he's Mighty Blow.
Well, all he has to do is go 2-0, and then it doesn't really matter much anymore.
That's true.
Well, yeah.
Because I mean, that's the fear for Sandoon here anyway.
Exactly.
Even if he scores and makes it 1-1, Handboy is harder with a Blizzard, but Handboy still has a natural one-turner to just bomb it straight back in and make it 2-1 at the end of the half.
He might even be able to get a chain push going to make it only 2 or even only 1 GFI.
That would certainly be the beneficial choice, just because of the weather. Although he doesn't have sidesteps, so he'd have to line it up. It's not like I'm saying it's not possible. It's just not as easy as it would otherwise be.
Yep. But the elves don't have enough sidestep. Well, they have 2 sidestep, but I don't think he's going to put the witch on the LOS to prevent this. Might do. It would be a very ballsy play, though.
Well, it's kind of all or nothing right now. Especially for Sandoon, it's actually very much all or nothing because next season, being a Kiwi, he's going to the Big O. He just wanted his chance. He wanted his season in G-Man Div 1 before he went.
All right.
So this is the last time Sandoon will rep the G-Man. So, no matter what happens, either the end of this game, or if he makes it to the next game, the end of the next game, the team's dead. So he doesn't have to necessarily play in a manner to protect or conserve his team. It literally is all or nothing.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
All right.
Would be sad to see his strength 4 witch go then.
Well, he can always sell her to... that was Lord is exactly on it. Sandoon stayed because he wanted the double champ. And it was easier to make champ. There was more spots for G-Man Div 1 than Big O Div 1 by an extra spot. But, if Ruth Sinella does survive, he can sell it to the free agent market. And I'm sure he will. Although, sorry, Dark Elf coaches, she won't be available for a season.
Okay.
Basically, if you're an active team, you can sell to the big, and your team's going on next season, you can sell to the free agent market and they become instantly purchasable. But to stop abuse of the system, any retiring team that sells a player has to sit on the bench for a season. To stop, setting up favourable trades for the Dark Elf coaches when you don't care about your team anymore.
Okay, so that means you actually have to keep her on your team but not field her? Is that...
No, she gets sold to the marketplace.
Right. There's right. So
our
on
trade commissioner has a team for every race with no players and a million gold.
That makes sense.
And he buys it.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd have some pretty serious team value issues.
But yeah, no, it's pretty good. It's a decent strategy system so far. It's Ninja Pirate Assassin actually in chat. Shout out to him because he is our trade commissioner. So
nice.
He could probably tell you a lot more than I could.
Yeah.
Have you considered using the trade system to apply in-game rewards?
We haven't yet. No, actually, that could be.
Yeah.
worth considering. Like, what, win a game and win a killer storm vermin?
Well, you'd have to get something for every squad, or you'd have to cheese something up with custom tournaments and just award concessions or something. But you can make cool players as rewards for the winner or something.
This is true. Yeah, that could be fun. Not something we've looked at because obviously it may imbalance the next season.
Yeah, but, giving any advantage to winners is always a bit of a tricky thing, of course.
Yeah, as I say, it sounds like fun though.
Yeah.
But no, at the moment it's just a case of people asked for a free agent market, so we kind of did the best that we could. We may even expand on it next season by cheesing up just some random players on random teams, as you suggested, to give people something to buy.
Yeah, that's actually terribly easy.
It just takes time, and we didn't really have time for it this season. We're trialing having a market at all, and then from there we're going to build.
It takes very little time, right? You say you want to create a witch elf, then you create 2 dark elf teams. You give them both only a witch elf and no other players, and then you award admin concessions, and then the dark elf witch gets 16 star player points because she gets both touchdowns and both MVPs for both teams.
Because admin concessions, you don't need to hire journeyman. That's a good point.
Yeah. It's 16 star player points to 1 player. Actually, to 2 players each. So if you say, I want a plus strength witch as a reward, you do that a couple of times, and then you've got it.
That's pretty... You know what? We should have had you in on this strategy. Anyway, back to the game.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Rats are doing things.
Rats
Not
are
much things.
Rats are just being pincered at this point. There's a big old dark elf rat sandwich going on the right.
You know, I just had something to eat and now I'm hungry again.
You're hungry for a rat sandwich? I know times are hard up in Scotland, T, but that's...
So here you see exactly what I meant. He's put the agility 5 next to the dump-off guy. Not only does it mean he gets a 2+ catch unless he's tagged, but also 2 players that are exactly adjacent and not diagonally are impossible to intercept.
I like that a lot. That's the wrestle guy going down inside the dark elf sandwich feels like a juicy foul. Yeah,
especially since he's the natural one-turner. If the dark elves can remove him before scoring, that could be huge.
Oh, he doesn't fail elite this time.
Doesn't end up flat on his back. That's gonna please Hamboy.
Here's the dump off. Yeah, there we go.
No one's anywhere along.
Hey, he's skilled.
Hey,
that's not good. I mean, yeah.
Well, what's actually not good is he rolled his POW, so he actually took him down without having to even come off his feet, which means he's now got a tackle guy right next to the ball carrier.
Yeah, that's true. But, you know, he's used his sacking play. In fact, the ball carrier has tackle, so he could even choose to blitz him, although wrestle would be scary.
Yeah, that's still a thing. That's I mean, as I said, it's not the worst case scenario, but it was very, very nice for Hamboy to get a POW from that player.
Yeah. The main problem is that he's only got 2 turns after this. I mean, he could do a regular running play. He could get rid of the sacker, give the ball back to the runner, and do the same trick again next turn, further upfield. But he's going to get a lot further upfield to do this.
Yeah, he's got to make a lot of movement and not a lot of time. But he does have Geasis downfield as an easy receiver.
Yes, Geasis is almost safe. Tinker can still get him in the corner. But I guess if you can remove Tinker, then Geasis could get pretty safe. Because obviously he wants to stall as well.
Yeah, this is... As I say, he's got options here. I don't think he's necessarily in a terrible scenario. Especially getting it off to a blodge sidestepper who's far enough away from Tinker that with... You know, he's going to need to go full distance and go for it to actually block him.
Tinker would need 2 GFIs and risk getting surfed.
Would that be 2 or would that be 1? Because Geasis is only movement 6, whereas Tinker's 7. So. Oh,
yeah, you're right. I just assumed it was a blitzer.
Yeah, he's not.
I didn't actually click him. Yeah. You don't see blodge step linemen that often.
Nope.
Because usually, you know, bash happens.
To be fair, G-Man 1 is a much more friendly environment than many. G-Man on the whole is a lot more civilized than, other than, you know, Division 2.
Or it was.
I was going to say, we don't talk about Div 2, because Div 2 has the Lord Arcare and Gengar in it. And then, oh god, hello.
Yeah. Oh no, wait, I'm Div 3, aren't I? Yeah.
Yeah, well, you were. That was a nice play, getting around marking the ball carrier with an extra gutter there.
Yeah, well, he's still got a 2+ play to get out.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a tackle.
And a 2+ pass to... Yeah, so he's got 2-2-2 to get the ball to Jessis.
He might even take the block first onto Weaver 3 with Rianfin.
Oh, yeah.
2 dice with block.
Yeah. That's even easier. I think his main concern is going to be how to get a hit on Tinker so that he can prevent Tinker from removing the ball from Justice afterwards. I mean, it's not going to be the thing he does first, but it's probably the thing he spent his time thinking about.
This is true. Talking about giving. Oh, that's a POW.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Oh,
Push him out.
Hey, less dice rolls.
Yeah, and a POW on Anti-Mage.
Oh,
he's not dead.
No
Nope.
damage.
Aww.
But talking about giving things to winners, I mean, in our defense, we do give whoever wins the Super Bowl is winning a boxed game copy of Blood Bowl.
Oh, nice.
So you'll have a second one, Serge.
Yeah, well, it makes a nice giveaway.
Well, I actually do believe Donkey Dragon was saying earlier that he's super biased for Handboy to win the whole thing because he lives locally and wants to go and play him. Hey, T, you didn't even get to say it as well. He did just power his Blodger.
Oh, he's power me Blodger.
Well, technically you're Roger, I suppose. But...
Let's not go there. Let's not complicate the catchphrase.
Yeah. To me, it's something that looks quite fine when you write it, but then when you say it, Rog just sounds so awful.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
I mean, unless the guy's got it, his name is Roger, then have him wrestle is kind of just saying his name then. Yeah, Roger to Roger.
Do we really want to go here?
Well, that actually is Serge's. Serge. That is actually Richest T's human team. He has got a runner, a catcher called Roger.
Catcher called Roger, specifically for that reason.
Okay, that I like. That I like.
So do you run with the?
Okay, the Lord wins this. Sorry, the Lord has absolutely won this.
Boner of Steel.
Block, Loner, and Nerves of Steel. The Boner of Steel.
I have to... Oh god! I'm not gonna lie. I actually think he spent time thinking that up. That's the most fun part about this whole scenario.
Oh, you better have somebody in your Camry team named like that.
Are we going to see the pass? I think this is the time.
Yes, we are going to see
Here it comes. Chucking out Skull Ball. There it goes.
We don't have a Skull Ball here, because... by the way, guys, if you do have a tabletop code and want to give me a Skull Ball...
I'm actually watching the Dark Ball right now, because it's a coach setting.
Yeah, I don't have a code for that, so if anybody has a spare code,
Actually, I might after next game.
Well, if you win it, I expect a Skull Ball in the mail, Serge.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this though. This is now just basically screening off any hope, because the one thing about Storm Vermins, they are only RG3. This is not a nice line to try and bust through to get on that ball.
Yeah. This is pretty good. Also, he's got a Bloodstepper on the Tinker, which means he'd need a POW to even get him off of there, or a hell of a lot of. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work.
I mean, there's Tackler.
He's just gonna hit him.
He's gonna hit him.
Yeah, but that means he doesn't have tackle for the hit on the ball if it comes, right?
What has happened in the last couple of days to Claw and Mighty Blow that has made it so completely useless? Has there been an internal cyanide nerf we don't know about? Because yours didn't work, and now Handboy's isn't working. and there's just a whole lot less.
And Kool-Aids didn't either, really.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Cyanide, please.
Yes, the random number generator is not random.
Not random enough.
Kazuya dress and good lord, even gentlemen, I came in and bonus deal was the first thing I saw. That's how you know it's a good place. That's how you know it's a fun place to hang around, Kazuya.
That's how you know I'm around, really. There's some sort of play on words or dad joke.
Yeah, if you ever need a measure of a place, that's about the level we aim for here.
And that's when you turn around and walk away.
Thanks, man. I love you too, dude. I think you might just be going for damage. I really don't think Handboy cares that much if Sandoon scores here.
Yeah, because I mean, it's going to be the Rats of Ezra Drive next, and all he has to do is just score one more, and he wins.
Well, not just that, but he gets a turn 8.
Oh yeah, that too.
He gets a shot at one turn to make it 2-1, and then he gets his own drive to make it a 3-1.
People number 5 doing things with that tackle.
And everybody said it was useless. Unless...
Well, not useless, just not a 90k player.
Wait, I think I may have almost realised what he's doing. He's setting up a chain push, so Furion is actually in range of the ball carrier.
That's... goodness sake. I hate Skaven so much.
With wrestle and tackle.
Oh.
Half die, though.
And
with
2 GFIs
half die
when
with wrestle and tackle isn't terrible.
But there's 2 GFIs when it's snowing.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have to go through. So that's a 4. Wait. That's a 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus.
And then.
Yeah, and then 3, 3, 3 because he's got sprint. Yeah.
So, Sage, you're saying there's a chance.
Yes.
I'd do it. YOLO, you know?
Yeah, I'm saying...
No, you don't do this, because if he falls over and kills himself...
Yeah, exactly. Furion is more needed for the natural one turn next turn than for this hit, actually.
But
even
still,
if he's just KO'd and out for next turn.
Here he goes.
He's doing it.
Leroy Jenkins.
He burns his dodge, doesn't matter. Oh my god, he actually gets a skull.
Skulls,
burns
heroes,
reroll, gets a power to push. Almost! He was almost the hero.
So he could choose to get forced to score or throw some punches.
Quick, play the music.
I think he's going to pick the score because he doesn't want to hit this guy with the ball carrier. Then again, you know, rat punches are pretty juicy, and he can blitz with someone else.
Yeah, he's got his wrestle guy in range. Doesn't even need to go for it.
Yeah, true.
He's actually got a normal lineman as well. But still, this is that was
yeah, and
a
he doesn't
manly play.
It was a manly play, yes. It was also ill-advised, I would say, but yes. I would have loved to see the natural one-turner die on that play.
Would you have liked to have seen that more than you have liked to have seen the player pull off and him take down the ball carrier? If he rolled double pow, would you not think that was the best thing you'd ever see?
No, because if he succeeded at that, then the Rats would win and have a natural one-turner.
Oh, yeah.
If he fails at this, the Rats might lose, which is good. And he might lose the natural one-turner, which is also good. I may be slightly biased. Did I mention
So what you're
that?
saying is you're biased, yeah.
yeah, just a little bit.
But yeah, I think we're going to see a nice, safe Ferios blitz onto the... Is that
You could 3-die, actually, with wrestle. No, he doesn't need wrestle, but he could 3-die that blitz to get Furion off.
Yeah, he'd have
Just
had
needs
to
one
roll
assist.
double powers, to be fair. But, you know...
No, both downs would do.
No, because he's got wrestle, so he'd go down and then the player would just stand back up, pick the ball up and run it in.
Yeah, true.
There wouldn't be a mark on him anymore.
Yeah, he'd still have a... Well...
Oh, Sage, the amount of abuse you're getting in chat at the moment.
Scared of rats? Absolutely. Scared of these rats? Hell yeah. I play rats quite a bit, so I know how scary they can be.
Yep.
This should have been a 3-die though.
I just I'm just almost sad that he didn't do an extra go for it to push him in front of the ball carrier. So
No go for it.
that Gessis could have shoved him into the end, shoved him off the pitch, and then
It
scored
wouldn't-
on the
It
follow-up.
would have been a valid play, except you risk too much because you have both the GFI in the snow and the risk of both down.
No, I get that. I do get that. But at the
But it
same
would have been
time,
fun. It would have been
a manly player.
and fun, yes.
Oh, come on.
Absolutely.
Oh, I guess it's going to blitz.
Dead rats.
Oh, he's already blitzed. Why don't you reroll that? Oh, because it's turn 8.
Yeah. You know, one skulls.
He scored a touchdown. Yay.
Yay! Let's see the Deadeye cheerleaders and them set up for the right one turn.
So I guess we don't skip these because otherwise we're out of sync.
Well, it can only ever take us as fast as live anyway, so...
Yeah, true.
One big thing for the Rats there that the KO doesn't come back. They've now got their entire team on the pitch. No more reserves for the Rats.
Which is actually fine.
It's fine, but you know, it doesn't mean that any damage sticks now.
Yeah, but they're probably not losing a player this turn. And next drive should, you know, by normal progression, be the last.
Well, you say, you know, they're not losing a player this turn. It is still blizzarding until the kickoff,
Yeah.
so maybe...
I think the elves just need to really fill up the backfield because they're not stopping him from natural one-turning. Oh, he actually does have 3 sidestep that are expendable. So let's see if he places his tackle correctly. Oh, that doesn't matter, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because he's got 11 players.
That was any damage sticks now, with my accent. So, basically, any more Rats die, and Handboy's playing down numbers. Yep. People still, to this day, get confused by my accent, so...
Do you have an accent?
Yeah.
It's not much of an accent.
He has put 2 sidesteps on the line.
Yeah,
Do
but
exactly what you were suggesting. Does he have a third?
I would expect him to go on the side. He does, but it's a witch. No, actually, he does have a third.
No,
Yes,
Jess is just.
yeah, I
chilling.
would have liked to see 3 sidesteppers on the line and then spread out. Because just Keldor being there and Justice being in the back could really make the difference for this natural one turn. Sorry, for this non-natural one turn then. But by bunching them up, even 3 sidesteppers could have given up that push.
I think just having 3 sidestep on the line is just going to be really irritating because we know how irritating sidestep is.
Well, it would mean that the blocks don't matter for the one turn. But it looks like he's not setting up for the pushes, which is odd because this weather really makes it appealing.
Maybe he's hoping for a weather change.
Yeah, he's praying for a weather change. Oh.
Wow, now everyone's going at me.
Of course. You're Scouser.
I'm not
So
a scouser.
I guess the agility
From
5 is going to
Liverpool.
get the ball.
I'd use the agility 5 to hold back, grab the ball, pass it up.
Yeah.
It's just safer.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's no reason to use the thrower at all.
I mean, the built-in pass throw, you know, if he has to pass, is nice. But then again, gut runners are so fast.
And the agility 5 has sure hands as well.
Hang on, is he setting up for a one turn and just his left furion out so he can keep an eye on? I think maybe he might be.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
It's effectively giving him 2 options.
If he gets 2 pushes, then he can use agility 5 and leap. And if he doesn't get 2 pushes, then he can try the natural one turner. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, I actually really like that strategy. That's actually really good. That way he's got 2 shots. If the pushes don't work,
Yeah.
they're running it in. Oh god.
Oh, well, that doesn't actually matter at all.
No, they're so far away. They're just gonna sit back and wave.
Yeah. Wasted the blitz 1 turn too soon.
Yeah. Also, as Arcade says as well, the other thing it gives you is protection against a rock. Because if a rock hits your only one turner,
Yeah. Yeah, I've actually done that once. Planned a 1 turn without not even a natural one, and then had a rock, and then I could switch targets. That was quite fun. I wound up chain pushing Morg. Oh, Well, he's not going to reroll that, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Not when it's
He's
still
just
a
going to
blizzard.
keep it for the GFIs.
Yeah, he has to at this point, I think. You can't re-roll it, yeah, he can't.
On the bright side, he can claw home a bludger.
That's not something
I
you
mean,
complain
that's-
about.
Yeah.
Guys, he pound the blodger.
Could he
That's
still
my-
make this, actually, in theory?
No.
How many players would he need? Because he'd have to crowd him and him, so that's 4 squares he needs to occupy. Yes, he could.
No, because he'd have to literally fill up every other spacer on the sidestepper. And even then
That's
the
only 5 spaces, right?
Even then the sidestepper still gets to choose.
No.
Does he not? If he can't
Nope.
sidestep
If they're all occupied, he doesn't get to choose. That's the beauty of it.
Ah.
He can choose in it. So if he occupies all 5 of those squares,
But he's going to have to do a line rat dodge to occupy all of those. Oh, no, he's not. He's got the gut
Nope.
runner,
he's got the thrower.
2 rats.
Yeah, he could still do this, actually.
Yeah, he can, yeah. How to recover from a bad chip?
How to recover from a pal. Yes.
Weirdest conversation I've ever had.
Yeah.
You'd
Yeah,
have
it
to
would be
also
cool.
fill the gap behind Clinkz as well, wouldn't he? Because otherwise, Feros just gets pushed into KMDill gets pushed into open space. So he's going to
Yeah.
need to use.
That's
Weaver.
that's why 5. Yes.
Yeah.
But the thrower can just go into the last spot. That's fine. Yeah, I like this play.
And this right here is why. Oh god, and you did it again. But you know,
No, this is fine. He doesn't
good
need
enough.
this one.
good enough.
Oh.
And this might actually do something.
Okay, so that means no extra push, which would have been possible still, actually.
But makes it a little bit easier.
If
got-
he didn't KO this, he could have gotten another push.
So it's 2 plus 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 to score him. So
Well, it's blizzard.
No,
so
actually,
go for
he's
it, so
still
3
got
pluses.
2 3+ GFIs, which is why the extra
yeah,
push
that's a
would
good
have
point, yeah.
mattered. So he's actually, he could have, if he had piling on, he would have piled on that KO to make it a stun. Yes,
oh my god.
just so that he could get one more push out of this.
Still, it seems more likely that he's going to try the Clinkz play because there's only 2 GFIs.
Oh
attached to
yeah,
it.
absolutely. And agility 5 on leap. That's yeah. All it adds is 1 catch, I guess, because this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Well,
7,
this is
8,
big
9,
up.
yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. The catch and the
Buff.
dodge are just 2+ anyway.
There's another 2
Alright.
plus.
Oh wow! Yeah, that's the 2s out of the way.
Yeah, that's all he needed was 2s, and that's all he got.
Oh, I forgot it was Agi 5. I was wondering why it was a 2
Yeah.
plus.
No, it's a 2 plus anyway. It's an accurate
That's
pass.
that's why this is the guy doing it.
Damn.
5 on leap.
2 plus leap.
Oh.
He's burnt his
Nope.
dodge. That's not good.
Well,
He still has to do a dodge.
He only needs 1 more dodge.
Oh, it just leaps instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, he was always going to leap, but it was a case of time for GFI bug. Yeah.
Well, if he used the reroll on the catch and still had dodge, then he wouldn't have leaped.
That's true. Still, that's a 2-1 half, and it's the rat drive. And the kills didn't come back, which is massive for the rats right now.
Okay, I'm going to skip ahead to where you are then.
Oh, apologies. Sorry. Yeah, I tend to... I forget I'm not playing and spectating, and I skip the cutscenes. But in any case, let's have a quick look at those rolls.
Was a...
Failed his dodge on a 1, gets a 3, then gets a 4 plus on the going for it, 4 plus
Yeah.
on the going for it. He had to
Wow.
go for it 3 times.
Yeah,
That's
so that's the
cyanide.
bug. If you GFI leap, there's a problem where you have to make an extra one, which is what the Lord was saying in chat.
Is that because
And-
if there's a go at the GFI at any point in the leap, it makes you GFI for every square of the leap?
I'm not 100% sure.
Well, that's what it looks like has happened there to me, but obviously I'm less familiar with it.
Yeah. Even then, it should have been only 2 because the third one is the sprint one, which he didn't even need.
He wasn't the sprinter.
Oh yeah, true.
He
of
GFI'd
course.
3 times
Yeah.
on a non-sprinter.
Yeah, That's true.
Feel cyanide leap, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, Sandoon's going to have to pull off some exceptional play to not make.
Gonna have to pull off something special.
And he doesn't have a great sacker. I mean, the agility 5 tackle isn't bad.
I almost feel like as Handboy, it wouldn't be too bad to just get a really fast touchdown.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. But then again, he's got 2 KOs waiting in the sideline. At the moment, he's outnumbering him.
That's true. And I don't, as I say, I think, yeah, that definitely would help. But then again, all he needs to do is stay one ahead of his opponent, right?
I mean, not stalling wouldn't be a problem, but if he doesn't get pressured into it, I wouldn't expect him to just voluntarily score here.
That's true.
Even not scoring is better than scoring this turn, I think.
As long as Sandoon doesn't score back, it's all, you know, like I said, all you need one more than the opponent.
Yep.
I've started checking now to see if anyone's going to level up from things. Tinker needs some casualties. He needs to kill some people. Although
Yes, his own rats.
I was going to say, I'm sure you won't be sad if he doesn't get piling on for your match.
I wouldn't be sad if he died, actually. Well, okay, I'll settle for a miss next.
Yeah, Fields BM, man.
Oh.
Well, he's got his movement 10 guy on the line for an option.
Yeah.
Quick snap.
Still got a blizzard. Still a blizzard.
Yep, free cash though.
Yeah, that's nice.
On a sure hands guy. Doesn't matter much.
Well, it's just an extra chance to not have to need sure hands, you know?
Yep.
Nope.
There we go.
Easy peasy.
Oh, chat. Never change, chat, never change. Oh!
Speaking of deaths.
T, there's been a murder!
There's been a murder.
Okay. Both teams have a dead guy. This is good. Too bad they're only rookies.
Well, you know, I feel like you're sat there rubbing your hands together with glee. Oh my god, tackle did a thing. Meepo number 5. Coming in strong again.
Meepo number 5, more like Meepo number 1.
Could we potentially start seeing fouling plays here? Because this follow-up almost looks like someone's begging to get kicked in the head.
No, he's just protecting the 2 claw guys.
But you know, you could kick him in the head.
Apparently I'm a soundboard. Because of the Taggart impression. It's just a Scottish. It's just a Scottish guy on demand.
That's class.
Oh.
That's really tickled me. On-demand Scottish guy. He hasn't even blitzed yet. Is he going to even bother at this point?
He's going to blitz the witch with the Dauntless guy, I guess.
I still think he could have fouled. He could have fouled. He's not going to, but he could have.
Are you doing a Lupak?
Not that I know of.
There's a soundbite. Maybe later.
I know the one.
Okay, yes.
Hey, I've said something similar when someone offered me a Gears of War 4 code for Windows. So.
Oh, well, what was it? I can't remember. It is a quote in your thing.
God, T, you're kind of scary. You've memorized my quotes better than I have. Oh, it's a 1 dice.
Oh,
and it's a foul.
Doesn't matter.
This is your cue.
Is it my cue again? He's powdered me blood, yeah.
Yep.
I feel like this is the only thing I'm here for, is providing catchphrases and tagger accents.
Yes, you're a soundboard.
Impressions.
The occasional dad joke and bad pun.
Yep.
So, you know.
I'm just like a cheap entertainment you'd see in a
Kazuyo has
ship.
actually figured out why I'm friends with you. Oh, we need a funny accent. You should catch the podcast, Kazuyo. There's even more. I love the dad jokes. Oh yeah, Kagan was telling me he's actually gone back in work today because he was on overtime and listened to all of the Rebel Alliance podcasts and was like the dad jokes were his favourite part, and I was like, what is wrong with you, man?
What do you mean? What's not to like about dad jokes? They're just so bad, they're funny.
So the elves have to bring pressure forward, as you can see here, but they didn't bring a tackler, which is a bit surprising. I would have expected one tackler forward and one tackler back.
He still does have the tacklers to move though, so he could. There's the one going backwards.
Yeah, but is he going to put 3 guys forward though? That just risks a single handoff and then everyone rushing out of his reach. Then again, he's got Agility 5 back there, so he's a really good safety. Movement 6 though.
That's the thing about Dark Elves is they're really, really good, but they're just that little bit too slow for my liking.
Well, usually the player that you're looking at there would be a blitzer, but these Dark Elves have very developed linemen.
He fails. They're going for it again. They're going for it again.
Oh, I mean that would have failed it even if it wasn't a blizzard.
That's true, but it's still another failed going for it for Sandoon, who is probably at this point swearing off going for it forevermore.
Oh, I've been there. Yeah, I was about to say, is uranium fuzzy?
So I think we're going to see a witch get blitzed and the ball get forward here.
Yeah, the problem he's got now is I think he's committed so much to the side with the Landway coming forwards onto Furion. He's left so much of a gap that the rats can all just file down and punch through the witch, and this left side is very, very weak and just outpace the slower Dark Elves. And it's probably going to be Tinker looking to get some more SPP because it was Lycan who threw the killer punch last time. So not pushing Tinker closer to that that level up he saw dreams of.
Yeah, and I mean tackle is kind of a thing. Lycan doesn't have tackle, so he's not blitzing the witch.
That's true. I think he wants tackle. That's his next level up, but
he's welcome to it as long as the other guy doesn't skill.
You can have one, but not the other.
You can have all the you can have 16 tackle. I don't mind.
Surge. Never change.
Oh, don't even think about doing a go for it.
No, he's not. He's just going to screen it off with Weaver 3, Meepo 2.
Yeah. Just far enough that Lonway, I don't know pronunciations, but isn't in the way.
Are these default Dark Elf names?
No, I don't think so.
They look like it.
It might be. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask.
Yeah, it could be.
I never check. I'm so used to setting up my own names anyway that I just never check.
Yeah, I was gonna say no, they're not, and then I realized how sure am I because how often have I seen those? Well, on opponents, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
But sometimes you start noticing a pattern in the opponent's names. I don't think these are it. Yeah, so here we have, but he's gonna screen off the ball first, right?
He's gonna move Lycan across.
Yeah,
there we go.
That would have been a slight misplay if that hadn't have positionally hadn't occurred. Oh, he just gets nothing from it.
Right.
I could have seen a reroll there,
but it is an overtime format. So
yeah,
whilst we're confident, Reddit RatDota have got a third score in them. If something goes wrong, you need those rerolls. True. That's what I love about the overtime format, actually. It makes your second half just so much more considered.
So he's got a 3+4+, but that would be a 1 die. With the agility 5, I mean.
But then the problem he's got is that's a no tackle as well, so it'd be a 1 die without tackle, so he'd be looking for the power.
No, with the agility 5.
Oh, is it? Oh no, the other that guy, yeah.
But that's 3-4-3 because he also needs a GFI, and he doesn't have an easy way to to counter Furion's anti-assist.
Yeah, see, I was
which
looking
is why I like this setup.
He does have an easy. He's got a fairly easy one on Rianfin, actually, who is also agility 5. No dodge though, but still
no
twos.
tackle. Yeah. Yeah, so it's 2s, but there's no tackle. So then he would have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Taking the nice free hits there.
Yeah, he could get 2 dice by offering himself up to get surfed, I guess, and then it's all 2s and 1 3.
He could even have come around the other way, past Lycan, dodged the gap between the 2 Storm Vermin into the base of Furion to cancel the assist.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's still a 2+ without risking being surfed.
And then he could do the blitz with Gaston for the 2 die. Yeah, that would have been a good play.
Or he could just roll a 1.
Yeah, rolling 1s is definitely a good idea. Always.
Yeah, rolling 1s, they're good for you.
The guard that you mentioned in the beginning is really doing work here, by the way.
Yeah,
I think the elves would have been blocking more and dodging less if it weren't for that guard.
See? I knew going for it was a smart idea. Just I didn't think about why at the time. I was just being jealous of guard.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said, I think the safest plan would be that. 2+ back.
Well, he's already used his reroll, so 2 extra 2+ rolls.
To buy him a 2 dice.
Might just make it a 1 die, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or, since you used the reroll, hold off for a turn. But that's really tricky,
But
too.
if Handboy's feeling
Oh.
there's a 1. Well, it didn't really matter too much.
Nope.
I think he
When
maybe
the ones find you.
He was going for the assist there, but, when the ones hit, the ones hit. Sandoon's had pretty awful dice on a lot of just general moving around this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing serious there for Lanwee. He's okay for now. As I said, the Claw Mighty Blow has been mostly disappointing apart from that one dead guy. I'm sure he's probably quite disappointed. Oh, and he's done it
Meepo
again.
number 5 doing it again, powering the bludger.
Which frees up the Claw, Tackle, Mighty Blow, Killer of Killers to go and kill somebody.
Go and harass
Kill the runner, I guess?
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Nope.
And it's pushes because
I'm not dead. Yes.
Go on, reroll it. You know you want to.
No, he's not. He's not.
No.
He's not that caliber of coach.
What are you trying to say about me?
Nothing. Whistles.
He's got quite a bunch of players that he can move on up.
Yeah, he's got so many options to screen now.
Even anti-mage can follow afterwards.
Of course,
He's got sidestep on the ball, so even if he goes only 1 square out from the side, he doesn't risk the ball going out. That's huge.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Can we get the Scottish soundboard to try and Monty Python? I'm not dead. Can't remember what part of Monty Python that's from.
It's from Monty Python the Holy
Quest of the
Grail.
Holy Grail.
Of course it is. I'm not dead.
I am happy.
Clonk.
Nice.
Oh dear. See, we managed to have fun on our serious casts. Serious.
Sorry.
This is the serious cast? What the hell?
I don't know why I'm invited here if it's serious.
That was not what I was expecting. See, I think this is almost time for a shameless channel plug.
Shameless channel play. Well, if you're wanting more of that nonsense, just go to twitch.tv/TheRichesT and you'll get that stupidity as long as me playing Blood Bowl terribly. Shameless.
I'm gonna refrain here.
I tabbed out for. You're gonna refrain. I just tabbed out for a second, saw Discord, and I can see a message from the Sage saying, "There you go, black balls for you." And it took a minute.
You asked for it. Oh, he's leaving. Oh, this is interesting. He's leaving this corner connected. I was worried about that.
That's
Basher or Elf teams. I play pretty much anything.
And the wrestle tackle isn't around there. Oh, you can still screen this off from there. That's not that bad.
Yeah,
He's got an
plenty
extra
of
player. Yeah. Yeah, so he's being very conservative about this, which actually makes a lot of sense. Like I said before, not scoring here isn't even bad, as long as you don't suffer a loss of the ball.
And just taking the bashes, doing as much damage as you can, slimming down. Oh god, there we go. Nice little.
He can remove the guard and get a 2+2 die though. Oh, the witch actually has jump up, so she can really ruin this too.
That's true, yeah. Although
She
to be
could
fair,
jump up-
she'd be jumping up next to Meepo 3, so instantly he'd have to apply assists to even get a 1 dice.
Yeah, sure, but he can do that.
He's kind of running out of men though.
Nah. Yeah, not really. I've had worse.
I've had work. Oh my god, it's turned into a Monty Python sketch.
There we go.
Lord RK is always there to correct me when I forget about my orcs.
And in comes the second assist to make it a 2
Yeah.
dice.
I could have even seen that as a 1 die here. But 2 dice are nice.
It's a 2 dice 1 dice, so it's not terrible.
Yeah. And then if he cancels the thrower's anti-assist, he gets another 2 die there. Oh.
Oh.
No, he doesn't, because this isn't a POW. Still, it's going to be hitting the ball time soon. So if he removes... Oh, he's a gutter, of course, yeah. The problem is, if to make the 2 die on the gutter, he'd have to use either the wrestle tackle or... I guess he can use the wrestle tackle and leave the agility for pickup duty. That's
Still
kinda
not
sensible.
easy to get in.
Yeah, it is.
With Angie,
The Keldor can make a block, and then it's a 2+ with the agility 5 tackler.
that's true. I was talking about the wrestler getting in.
Oh yeah, no. That's why I was willing to use the wrestler for canceling the thrower's assist.
Yeah, no,
Because
that's
he's
correct, yeah.
not blitzing anyway.
Still got
Yeah.
a 2+ dodge to get in, but it's only a 2+ dodge. Although then again,
Yeah.
Sandrin's been... And it's actually a 2+ dodge past tackle, which is actually
Yes.
really good for Handboy. So that's
Did you say Caster's Curse?
we've been doing that all day, I think.
All right, here comes the blitz. Drum roll. Oh, it's a 2 and
Oh.
a tackle. Nice. Right. Go elves. I'm unbiased. Right into a lot of rats.
Yeah, that is possibly the best scatter, I think. Short of landing on like Furion or something and just catching it.
Oh, rats.
Yeah, he could go and get it himself, but this isn't that great. He could try with a thrower, but that's not that great
That's
either.
actually a horrible dodge to get it himself. Because
Yeah.
he's dodging and
It's a 4+ with tackle. Yep.
and then it's a 4+ pickup as well.
Yep. He doesn't have any sidestep on the ball, but he does add strength to him, of course, because these are gutters, all of them. He might want to put the wrestle tackle somewhere to mark, I guess, to mark Tinker. Or maybe to mark Weaver. That could work.
Yeah, this isn't easy, whichever he tries to do here.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to pick it up. Then again, he does still have the reroll. It's a 4 and a 4. But then the 2+ dodge out also doesn't have dodge skill.
And that would be a going for it as well.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's going to pick it up.
Because that's literally the last of his movement would be taking him onto the ball. And if you fail that, and you flub that and it goes anywhere, there's too many rats with agility 4 on the ball.
Where's
There's only
Strip
one
Ball
vehicle.
Guy? Strip Ball Guy's there. Anti-mage. Yeah. You're not going to get safe from him anyway, no matter what you do. So picking up here is just bad. He just wants to get tackle zones wherever he can now. The bounce was not good enough to make this. With a luckier bounce, he could have seen a touchdown right now. From Rinner. Yeah.
If
like
he was
I
trying
said.
to once again touchdown in his own half. Yeah, he can't touch down with Reyna because that would be his half surge.
Yes. I'm such a pro at this, really. Honestly. I never look from the opponent's perspective.
What's
I don't cost games. I just play them.
Mental note: never invite Surge back again.
That was really, really good. Also, I don't drink when I play, but I'm not playing tonight. Okay.
I see.
I'm gonna go get some water. Be right back, guys.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Someone's pound the blodger.
Surge is just chuckling in the background.
Oh man, who needs a soundboard when you got me?
That was mildly embarrassing.
The best part was the fact that you didn't mute your mic first, so we just heard you chuckling
When I was laughing, yeah.
all the way down the hall.
I know. I realized halfway through, but yeah, well, fair enough.
Just went with it. No, it's fine. This is fine.
Yeah,
So Tinker's probably going to get a free hit on Lanwy here, freeing Lycan up to run in and probably blitz. Oh no, he's going to blitz. Okay. Oh yeah, I see. He's going to follow up, stand next to Gaston, and let Furion maybe take the block. Because he wants to recover it once again onto Clinkz. Tackle doing a thing.
God, there's so much tackle in this game. I love
Oh!
it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's big. That's actually really big, because he's the tackle edgy guy. Oh, that is the apple burnt.
Yeah, but it might be too late, though.
Thing is, though, he needs that guy on the pitch too much. And
Yeah, it's definitely a good Appo, but by the time he's recovered from the stun, he might not be close enough to matter.
As I say, I think he just needs to make sure he stays on the pitch for potential. Yeah, if he loses, it's the last game of the team, so he doesn't care if someone else dies now. You need the man out.
Yeah.
But Clinkz
and
is
if
going
he
to
wins, then it's worth it. Yeah.
Clinkz is going to make a super easy recovery here, and to be honest, he could even just maybe try a potato play with a little bit of random.
I think he's just caging. If you see where Furion and Meepo make the two corners of a cage, he's got enough to cage there. And with the Agility 5 tackle out, it's pretty safe.
That's true.
Safer than it was last turn, actually.
Oh, a 2+. No, he's potatoing.
Oh. Well, it's not that potato. He's still got Anti-Mage who can get quite far that way.
Weaver can free himself on a 2+.
Yeah, Weaver can really screen this. And Lycan. No, it's not awful.
I don't disagree with this play. I actually think it's not really potato, but you know, if something had gone wrong with a dodge or something, it would have turned very potato very quickly.
Well, it's still not as safe as a full cage, I think. And Lanwy is in a scary spot, right?
1 into 2, so well, Lanwy's less scary now.
It's a 3+4+. That's pretty good odds for a potential 2-die on the ball. Yeah.
Although he does have to get people to assist with the 2-die, and that's a tackle.
Tackle.
Meepo doing a thing.
Yeah, the Skaven have a lot of tackle.
Everyone has a lot of tackle.
The reason the Skaven have got so much tackle is because G-Man 1 is pretty huge as far as... It was last season, massive with other Agi teams.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone has lots of tackle, but it's more surprising for the Skaven than it is for Dark Elves.
That's true. But as I say, you know, the teams developing in the Echo Chamber, that is their own division, so a lot of the time... And it's why it's always been kind of a little bit one-sided when Rel Div 1 teams have turned up in the Super Bowl against G-Man. And because Rel Div 1 is so bashy, nobody has tackle.
Yes. Well, good for me that I got 2 during the playoffs.
Yeah, as I said, playing either of these teams, you're going to need the tackle. It was watching Mount Lam and I play Shadowhills in, I think it was the first round last season, when Shadowhills first made their appearance on the playoff circuit, and it was just lizards with like one tackle pushing around elves for 16 turns and just getting pushes. So we're seeing the marking coming in, so he's definitely making the land we play. Does he?
Yeah, however, he doesn't really have anyone left to retrieve with. I mean, the runner, sorry, is too far away. There we go. Oh,
that's not good.
He's gonna have to reroll that.
Yeah, he can't eat that.
Oh, that's so painful.
That was a lot of skulls.
Reroll. Oh. If only that was a thing.
God, if it was a thing, can you imagine what Cole would look like?
Oh,
you'd have teams burning 3 rerolls on turn 1.
Yeah, like
Blitz. He'd do it on a blitz because he blitz with the big guy and he loans 3 times.
Well, if you could reroll, would you reroll the loner check or would you reroll?
It's Cole we're talking about. You know what they're gonna do.
They're gonna click yes until they run out. Yes.
And then they're gonna press escape and press concede.
Then I'm gonna video it and lay over the fire everything sound clip.
So, I think the Skaven are good with scoring here.
Yeah, I think it's about time. He's had a few.
He could surf actually.
He could, but he's still. Oh, he can't surf because he's. What's he done? Oh, he could have surfed. He could have took the push.
Yeah.
But I think he's rather the chance of killing him himself. Oh.
Yes.
Yes!
Always.
Oh. He used everything and it was just a stun.
I feel happy. Yes.
Fire everything.
All right, we're gonna see a score here. Gotta be right.
Yeah, I think to be honest. Oh, he could take another block. He's still got Tinker available.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure.
To smack
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 3 die even. Why not?
Oh, here we go. Oh,
nope. More pushes.
Skull push. Nice.
Touchdown, ahoy! Yes.
Off he goes. Running in right to the center. 3-1.
I've still got to see someone do a tease run like that and then misclick into a GFI into death.
oh, it would be so good.
I speaking of setting up and caging on in a previous game, I watched Lupac was tutoring Larkus, and he was dwarves, and they actually set up on his like turn 15 to screen on turn 15. He drew a smiley face with the remainder of his dwarves in the top corner as his screen. It was quite beautiful. I almost wanted him to. The Chaos team was called Tired of Re-rolling though, so I really wanted him to turn the smiley face into an F instead. F to pay respect to another reroll as he lost. But yeah. Yeah,
it was quite a convention in Fumble to make a smiley with your players after you pitch clear someone.
See, would you do? Yeah, I suppose now that it's on Twitch, I think it'd have to be an F rather than a smiley. If you pitch clear someone, you've got to make an F.
No, you still do the smiley face because it's a smiley face.
F to pay respect. And by the way, the KOs still didn't come back. So
this seems familiar.
This sounds about right. Yeah.
Certain spin game. Hoi 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 ho.
Yeah, that was our game. Me and T played earlier in our spins. I'm on my new Nurgle team, and my rotter literally stayed out all game.
You kept knocking at my lineman, and he just kept coming back for more.
Well, as long as it's only a rotter. Ooh, why not a blitz for the rats?
Yeah, why not take a free claw, mighty blow, possibly piling on here, just for giggles.
You know, for the lols.
No, probably just.
I think it's going to be Tinker.
Yeah.
Because both star player points and tackle, so better targets.
I agree. Possibly the Witch even. Although that's going to make extricating himself difficult. Maybe the Agi 5 guy, just because it's so worth killing him. Although I think in 4 turns, I don't think he has too much to worry about with a.
Yeah, the elves would have to 2-turn, then 2-turn on defense, and then win overtime. Yeah, a G5 guy is.
Uh-oh.
Which means he could have used the piling on dude.
I was actually looking for the. I was looking for the inside. Oh, hello.
Oh.
Nothing.
No. No skill for you.
I was actually talking about the inside, the Gaston, who's got tackle as well as Agi
Oh,
5
right.
and Blodge.
Yeah.
Oh, you were right.
Yeah.
You went for an Agi 5, just wasn't the one you were thinking.
Yeah, and I was thinking of this one because disconnecting afterwards.
Yeah, I thought that as well, because it was just a lot easier to set it up there and run away.
So really, his defense should probably be relatively backfield oriented because the elves don't want to advance slowly; they want to score ASAP.
Would you do that though, or would you just send your gutters through after the ball? Because I can make a good argument for anti-mage
No.
right down that gap.
No. Normally, yes, but in this case, he doesn't need another touchdown. He just needs to stop the elves from scoring.
And preserve his team, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, that's important too, because there's this is not the finals. But I think the main thing is the only thing he really risks, even for this game, is the elves scoring quickly. So as long as you can prevent that, you don't need to go and get that ball.
Ooh,
they're gonna try and move it anyway.
Furion's exposed.
Yes, kill it with fire.
But he used the tackle.
Did I mention I'm biased?
Oh.
He used the tackle though, so he hasn't got a tackler to take on Furion.
He's got 3 dice with the witch. If he no.
Yeah, he can.
Okay.
I suppose Frenzy's going to help him a little bit. Oh, push. 2 shots at it is almost as good as tackle, I suppose.
In fact, I think if you don't use a reroll, Frenzy is actually better than tackle.
I suppose it almost is the equivalent of... Oh, off she goes. No going for it's going to be happening here, I think.
No. I should hope not.
Like I said, I have a feeling that Sandu might be just criminally scared of going for it at this point. Although, to be fair, she is...
She is in touchdown range. Yeah. And if she gets knocked down, she's in scoring range and further. Because jump up.
And sidestep.
But you can't make long passes in the snow. So that's still going to be pretty tricky.
I think you could see a handoff into a short pass though.
Yeah, that's what he'd have to manage. But the ball is far back, and he wants it to stay that way.
Well, Camdale's a much better choice now anyway because now he doesn't have to go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a short pass into a handoff is probably the play he's looking for. And now that he's got 2 candidates, he might be able to make that. So this is why I said the Rats might want a backfield defense, because this is a situation that you want to be able to respond to with a couple of receivers out.
Oh.
He's going backwards to get clear of good old anti-mage.
No, it made a really weird animation when he moved backwards. It looks as though he did like a front flip.
We didn't quite get that on my end, so...
No, that must have just been me. It was really weird.
Ooh, you got the custom animations DLC?
Totally. And it changes what Bob and Jim say, adds in more puns.
With an accent.
The richest tea expansion pack?
Yep. The richest pack.
Right.
Oh.
So what you do in this situation...
There it goes, pound of blood.
You kill the one and you mark the other.
No, he doesn't kill him, because, once again, Claw Mighty Blow, not doing a thing.
Yep. Come on, elves!
Are you really looking for this to hit overtime at this point?
Yes.
Because he wants more death!
Because he doesn't want to face the Rats, that's true, yeah.
Both, yes.
He's not the only one who wants more death.
I think this is the kind of team that I would give myself below 50% odds against. And I mean, they're being coached very well too, but just on paper, looking at the team makeup, these Rats are really, really good.
Yeah, it's a really nice team, to be fair, and Hamboy plays them very, very well.
Yep.
I've had the pleasure of playing Hamboy I've actually had the pleasure of playing both of these coaches last season, and it has to be said, it genuinely feels like, you're really struggling to... at any point to keep up with what they're doing, because they both think so far ahead on their moves. Sandu in particular is like always about 3 turns ahead. And you feel like you just get consistently outplayed. And I know I'm not quite the same caliber as yourself, Serge, at that point, but it's still impressive to just watch them play, because it feels like everything is part of a plan that they already had.
I like the one turn that he did with the double sidestepper chain push.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was that was just an incredible, because I love the fact that he even gave himself 2 choices and still managed to recover from a power.
Yep.
Who's he going for? Oh well, he's got a hit.
Yep, nobody likes lone druids.
That would have gone into a 1-die on a push, though.
Strength 4.
Oh, yeah, there's the guard.
Oh.
Never mind.
So she'd have been fine.
Yeah, no, I missed the garter. That's not her garter. No, she wouldn't have been fine. If this were a push, then the garter would anti-assist, so she would be into a 1-die.
That's correct.
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. They're just all running the wrong way.
Why are you running towards your half? Wait, that's not your half.
Yes, it has this nice switch view button. Maybe I should hit it.
It might help.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2+ to the wrestle tackle guy, I guess.
Oh, I'm running over here now.
What?
I think just in case something goes wrong.
If you don't score this turn, you've lost. Well, you can blitz, I guess.
Yeah, but you can't really rely on that.
It's already happened twice this game.
I don't.
That's true, actually. Yeah. If you excuse me for 1 second, I need to go off mic for 1 moment.
Sure thing. I have to admit, I'm not a fan here. It looks like he's just not going to push for a score this turn, which is basically relying on a blitz in order to win.
Yeah, I mean, it's far too risky to be doing that. But then again, where are you going to go from here?
It's not great, but it's a chance.
Yep.
If he's thinking 3 turns ahead, then he knows he has to score this turn. It would have been nice for the elves to get their receivers a bit more spread out, because they're being lumped up means that the same tackle zones are doing double jobs in keeping them pinned in.
Okay, so he's running over here now. Guess he's not scoring this turn.
Nope.
Don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something.
Yeah, I guess that means the Skaven win unless there's a blitz. So much tackle.
It makes everything so much more complicated. The thing is, I think he would have actually made the passing and handoff, just the rolls he's gotten.
Based on the dice.
Apologies for the step away there. That was the front door.
Yeah, looks like you're right. Looks like you're right, T. So, Sandoon decided not to push for a score this turn, which means he's got a fairly safe score next turn, but that's too late.
Unless he gets another blitz.
Yes, exactly. But I think he would have been better off betting on funky dice and a score here than betting on a blitz.
I always bet on funky dice.
Yes.
I think there's a certain point where you hit a game where you just have to bet on funky dice.
Exactly, and this was it. This moment was absolutely it.
Because when all else fails, funky dice can be the only... Oh, he's done it again, T.
He's pound the blodger.
Meepo just rolling straight powers.
Who even needs tackle?
Yeah, that could have been a rookie lino, and he would have been 40k cheaper.
Do you not find that happens as soon as you give a guy tackle?
Yep. Confirmation bias all the way.
I mean, it's like when you give one of your guys dodge, or blodge even. They're always going to get powed from now on.
And roll snakes instead of,
Yep.
Well, at least they don't eat your rerolls with snakes. That's something.
Hang on, he's actually gone for the... Oh, push him onto the other killer.
Oh!
Why? I don't... Yeah.
What's he trying to save this killer for here? Because he's got a killer ready to level up who had a free block, and he actually took the block with Meepo to push him to the other killer instead.
Yeah, surprising.
Unless he's going to use him to blitz the witch.
Yeah,
Yep,
but
that's
even
his
so... Yeah, I don't like the the 1 in 81 block, though. With Meepo.
Oh!
Ooh.
Well, he got something for his troubles, and that's 2 SVPs, 50 of 51.
He's going to appo this, right? Because there's nothing to save the team for.
He
And-
appoed. He
Can't
blew it on a
appo.
KO.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, never mind.
He blew it on the Agi Tackle KO.
Yeah, that's true.
Chat seems to be getting an argument about something to do with pows or pushes. I'm not quite sure.
I think they're talking about Tackle versus Frenzy.
Oh, goodness sake.
I'll just leave it as both are good, one's probably better. I like using skills for, you know, when they do something, so... If you've got Tackle, punch a blodger. You know, it's not gonna hurt. But like I say, you know, it was worth. He had to blow a reroll, but then he got he's 1 SPP away on Tinker, so maybe we're going to see a turn 16 blitz with Tinker just to desperately try and get another casualty.
So he can blitz through anti-mage here. 2 GFIs, though, with Justice. I guess he'll just... Blitz, Weaver, and then run... Oh, Justice is a lineman, so that doesn't help. Right. Run Gaston in? 2 GFIs as well.
Yep, I think everything here is just going to require GFIs.
Yeah. Game Deal would have 1, but there's no real getting the ball to him. Yeah. This is going to be shitty.
Excuse me. So no, as I say, it's well, thank you for that search. Oh dear.
So he's got to make the play now, right?
He has to score this turn.
Otherwise, even the theoretical blitz option is gone. I think we're gonna see Justice going through there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, never mind. That's because he's a lineman. He looks so much like a blitzer in terms of skills.
Yeah.
I'm very consistent.
Oh, where are we going?
He's gonna cut a hole.
Yeah, but 2, 3. So that's 3 plus 2 plus 2. Yeah. At least there's no tackle, so that's something.
Yeah, and he's got dodge, so you know he's got a built-in reroll for it.
It definitely helps.
Yeah, he could have done it with all 2s, but then it would have been 4.
If anything goes wrong, I like the fact that Meepo number 2 is a heroic little scoring threat here as well.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Burn and dodge gets it out, no problem. Pass. Accurate doing a thing.
Got a lot of accurate.
Not really, because it was a 5.
No,
anyway,
yeah.
So. Let's just talk about how good it is to have skills.
Man, I love skills.
So this would be 3, 2, and then 3, 3 for the.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
That's another 3.
He's no.
And this means we have Skaven and Chaos in the finals.
God, Sage is stealing my gig, dude. So anyway, we've got Sage, Kevin versus Chaos in the finals.
Oh, sorry. Did we have roles? I didn't see the script.
This just in, it's Skaven versus Chaos in the finals. Just in case
Really?
you didn't know.
News at 10. BB. Oh no! Come on, you were the chosen one, Meepo. You could have been a scoring
Yeah,
threat.
that's really sad.
No, actually, to be fair, do you really want that many level ups on your Skaven line rats?
He doesn't have dirty player.
Here he comes to try and get his level up. Doesn't get it.
He's
Greedy
gonna
roll.
reroll.
Oh,
No,
here we go.
no,
How's the blowjob?
no, don't do it. Don't,
yes.
don't.
Oh, he gets it!
No! Okay, now he's gotta go.
No, that was so good.
Don't worry, just like first block hit him with a rookie beastman and kill him. Just you wait.
He's still got his level up. He's what a hero. So what we're gonna do, we'll say a quick, we'll close out very quickly for a moment to give you guys voices a rest. Play the recruitment video because everyone loves the recruitment video, and then we can come back and look at what level ups Handboy's picked up if he actually picks them up in that couple of minutes. If that's cool with you, gentlemen.
Yeah, sounds fine.
Because who doesn't love the recruitment video, right?
I love it so much.
It's good. It's one of
My
the few
favourite thing.
Rebel videos that I've actually watched.
Thanks for that, Serge. That's appreciated.
Well, it's not Rebel. I mean, I just don't watch Blood Bowl at all, really.
Well, I suppose there's a certain point where you play it so much you just don't want to. Look, Serge, he's doing what you're doing, trying to score in his own end zone. Oh, he's done it again.
Hey, that happened once.
Oh, disappointing.
Piling on.
Oh, piling on. Forgot about it.
Well, it
Still
doesn't matter.
disappointing. That's why I forgot about it.
Oh,
See,
one
that's
done
what the other
nothing.
guy should have done.
A 1 and 2 into a 1 and 1. Not good.
If I had to guess Donkey Dragon, I would say yes, the rats would beat me.
And if he does, Donkey, don't forget. That means you do get... oh, he's done it again. He's rolled powers.
Oh, the post. The cannon. Oh.
Oh. You know,
I think that's my favorite model in Blood Bowl 2.
I love it, actually. I love the grafted on cannon there. But, you know, that looks like it'd do some serious damage, you know?
Have you seen it when he just like stays and just shanks someone with it?
Doesn't
How
he
does
shank
that
them
not-
with it on a foul as well? If he does foul, he kind of...
I mean, Barrack Farblast, I know he does that.
No!
well, he actually...
Kill the claw guy! What are you doing? Foul the piling on guy, at least.
Fell him! Stop on him!
I can guarantee...
No! You didn't foul the piling on guy.
I can guarantee Sandoon will never turn 16 foul. It's Sandoon. It's just not what he does. He's he's a sportsman to the last when it comes to things like that. And,
Well, turn 16 fouls are a mark of respect and a sign of giving it your best.
It's
well,
called the gentleman's foul.
Sandoon is
Yeah.
a tabletop player, and he feels otherwise. I've had this discussion with him many a time, and he is not a fan. So, guys, I'm going to put you on mute for just a second.